Next topic that I want to talk about is production activity control, and specifically it is about job sequencing. So again, if we take a look at this figure, we can see that now we are moving further down to production activity control, which is more about execution of different tasks rather than doing the planning. So here we want to control the activities that are done in the production. One of the tools that is used to do so is job sequencing, in which we determine the order in which the jobs should be processed. Usually there are many jobs that need to be processed, that need to be done, and we have limited resources, so we cannot process all of the tasks, all of the jobs at the same time. So they need to wait to be processed. And we know also that the different jobs has different deadlines that we need to meet. So what we want to do is to determine the order of the jobs given the limitations in the resources and given their due dates. We can do this job sequencing based on different rules, according to different rules. For example, it can be a first come first serve rule in which the first come that has arrived to the center operation center will be done first, and then the next, and then the next. The other rule can be the earliest due date. So we will prioritize the jobs, order them into based on their due date. So the job with the earliest due date will be done first, and so on. The other rule can be SPT, or shortest processing time, in which we will do the jobs with the shortest processing time first, and then go to the next job. And another rule is the critical ratio, in which we calculate a ratio called critical ratio for each job, which is in fact the uh, days until due date divided by the work time remaining, or the time remaining to process that job. We calculate this ratio for each job and then put them in an order based on this critical ratio. We'll see an example for different rules, so we will know how we can use them to do job sequencing. Uh, of course, we can do the sequencing based on different rules, but then we need also some measures to compare these different job sequencing and see which one is better. So to this end, we need to define some performance measures for job sequencing. These performance measures are defined in the literature. There is one in the book, which is the average lateness, and then there are also other measures like make span, total flow time, and total setup time, and so on. Here our concentration will be on average lateness, which is the average amount of time by which jobs miss the due dates. So we will try to implement different job sequencing according to different priority rules or sequencing rules, and then compare these different rules using average lateness as a measure for the performance.